So today I'm going to be talking about why mental health awareness is so important in today's society. Most people know somebody who have mental health struggles. Even if you aren't aware of it yourself, you probably do know somebody that has struggled with their mental health in the past. More than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental health disorder in their lifetime, so that means 1 in 5 people will struggle with their mental health. I have met a lot of people that have had mental health struggles. I've had them. It's something that's really common in today's society. First, I'm going to go over what mental health means. Next, I'm going to go over what happens when you neglect mental health and what the refusal to spread awareness can do to some people. And then finally, I am going to be talking about how to spread awareness about mental health and why it is so important that you do this. Could really benefit a lot of people. I think every single person on earth could benefit about knowing more about mental health and how to spread awareness for it, as it's something that comes into play into everyday life. So first, I'm going to talk about what mental health means and what mental illness is. A person's mental health means their condition with regards to their emotional and psychological well-being. According to Dr. Glenn Hong, mental health is important because it significantly impacts how people think, feel, and act on an everyday basis, and it can greatly impact their lives. Mental illness is categorized as a health condition that changes the way somebody thinks, feels, or acts. Mental illnesses are usually associated with stress-related behavior, work, family, and school environments. Mental illness will typically cause problems in these environments from those who suffer from it. A person's mental health or them struggling with mental illness can greatly impact their overall quality of life, and it usually leaves negative lasting impacts on them that require treatment. Mental health is really important, and it should be very important to everybody, not just people that struggle with mental health issues. Now I'm going to be talking about what happens when you neglect mental health awareness. Oftentimes when people are struggling mentally, they will resort to bad behaviors such as unprotected sex, drug and alcohol abuse, self-harm, and even sometimes suicide. According to the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention, there is an average of 129 completed suicides in the United States every single day. Suicide is the overall 10th leading cause of death in the United States, and it is the 3rd leading cause of death for adolescents and teenagers. NAMI is an organization surrounding mental health awareness, and it states that 49% of people who die by suicide were struggling with their mental health at the time of their death. According to the American Psychiatric Association, only half of people who are suffering from a depressive episode will receive treatment for it, meaning that half of those people, their mental health is being neglected and they're going towards a negative spiral. Suicide takes the lives of an overall average of 45,000 Americans a year, which is a really large number, and it's also a very sad number. Hopefully, the awareness surrounding suicide prevention and mental health overall has gotten a lot better in the last couple of decades, especially in the last couple of years. However, mental health is something that should never be neglected. It should always be taken very seriously. Bringing awareness, acceptance, and support to those who are struggling with their mental health will help get rid of the stigma surrounding mental health. The stigma surrounding mental health struggles is crucial to eliminate people from feeling ashamed about their issues and making them not want to talk about them, which is a huge part of addressing mental health issues in itself. Not addressing these issues, like I said earlier, can obviously lead to self-harm and suicidal behavior. More awareness and acceptance for somebody who is struggling with their mental health could save somebody's life. This could be the sole factor as to why one person does not commit suicide and take their own life. And that's something that is very important to remember. Spreading awareness and being supportive to those who you care about who are suffering with their mental health at the time can be done in a variety of ways. Listening to somebody when they want to talk to you, when they need somebody to lean on, is a great way to support people. Being strong for somebody while they are struggling with their mental health is another great way of supporting them. Keeping an open mind is a really big one that I like to stress, because having an open mind means you aren't going to judge that person, or you're going to be judging them a lot less, and that person will feel more comfortable sharing their struggles with you. And also being patient is the key thing when trying to help somebody struggling with their mental health. If you aren't patient, they're going to feel pressured and they're going to feel misunderstood most likely. Overall, mental health is really important. A better mental health means a better life quality overall. It's important to remember what good mental health means, what mental illness is, what happens when you ignore mental illness and mental health struggles, and how to spread awareness surrounding mental health. Try to keep in mind that mental health is something that affects everybody, not just people with mental illnesses or mental health struggles. And the better your mental health is, the better your life quality will be overall. You could very well save somebody's life by being there for them and keeping an open mind and spreading awareness about mental health.